So अब interesting twist क्या आया? He had hired 5 other people who were actors. You automatically feel कि चलो ठीक ही है क्योंकि ये इंसान बोल रहा है इसके बारे में. Yo guys, namaskaram. So, Debu Dastak is a platform where we talk on mental health and a lot of other sensitive issues, right? So basically, the entire aim of this channel is to build a community around sensitive issues and make people feel comfortable about themselves. So basically, if you're new here, consider subscribing. Our mission is to empower you with ideas to live smartly and joyfully. The world is full of suffering, but let us increase our competence to deal with things joyfully. And just a tip, so all these are basically conversations. So I might suggest that you should watch these conversations at 1.5x. You can increase the playback speed through the button in the settings. Cheers and enjoy watching. Yo guys, नमस्कार. सो आज हम बात करेंगे एक साइकोलॉजी के कॉन्सेप्ट के बारे में, सोशल प्रूफ, जो हमारी लाइफ में वी कैन काइंड ऑफ यूज इट स्मार्टली. सो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग आई जस्ट वांटेड टू काइंड ऑफ स्टार्ट with a small example from history. So there was this psychologist, legendary psychologist called Solomon Asch, and उन्होंने एक सिंपल एक्सपेरिमेंट कैरी आउट किया था आई थिंक इन 1950s. उन्होंने ये प्रूव करना था कि जो peer pressure, like the peer pressure that is around us, how that can hijack our common sense, so we act irrationally. So what he did, like there was this person, a subject, which we call it in terms of psychology. So a subject was shown a line drawn on paper, and next to it there were like 3 lines numbered 1, 2, and 3. One was shorter, one longer, and one was approximately the same length as the original one. So the subject must indicate, वो जो 3 लाइंस थी उसमें से कौन सी लाइन ओरिजिनल लाइन को कॉरेस्पॉन्ड करती थी. सो अगर इंसान अकेला होता रूम में तो ही मोस्टली उसने एक सही आंसर दिया. सो अब इंटरेस्टिंग ट्विस्ट क्या आया साइकोलॉजिस्ट ने, लाइक ही हैड हायर्ड 5 other people who were actors. एंड जब वो उस रूम में घुसे तो वो सब्जेक्ट को नहीं पता था. रूम में घुसने के बाद दे स्टार्टेड गिविंग रॉन्ग आंसर्स कि जो सबसे बड़ी वाली लंबी लाइन है वो इसके जितना लग रही है, सबसे छोटी, एंड दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. एंड फिर जब फिर से सब्जेक्ट से पूछा गया, सो देन व्हाट ही आंसर्ड, लाइक इन 1/3 ऑफ द केसेस रफली स्पीकिंग, he started answering incorrectly. So this is how kind of social proof works, that you kind of see where the general trend is going, and just because of your fear of letting out, you start fitting in. Now some of our examples in our daily life is of course this recent trend of FOMO, which means fear of missing out. So let's say when lots of people are doing a thing or buying a product or using something, we also have this tendency to follow them. हमें ऐसा लगता है कि अगर हम ये चीज नहीं कर रहे हैं तो हम कहीं ना कहीं रह जा रहे हैं. और लेट्स से अगर आप कहीं जा रहे हैं इन अ ग्रोसरी स्टोर और समथिंग, वहां पे बीच चौराहे रास्ते पे, लाइक you just encounter a group of people and वो सब बस हवा को देख रहे हैं, स्काई को देख रहे हैं. So without even thinking आप भी देखेंगे ये सारे क्यों देख रहे हैं. So this is again one more example of social proofs. In professional industry, it's mostly used by either experts or celebrities. So आपने देखा होगा कहीं बार in a lot of situations when an expert kind of tells you something or recommends a product, you instantly kind of want to buy that product क्योंकि ठीक है कि एक्सपर्ट ने ठप्पा डाल दिया उसमें. और लेट्स से celebrities, it's more common in the advertising world that celebrity social proof, like when these advertising agencies paid these celebrities to do their ads or something. So it's like when they endorse a product, so you automatically feel कि चलो ठीक ही है क्योंकि ये इंसान बोल रहा है इसके बारे में. So let me just try this product. Some common examples, let's say if you're going for a stand-up comic show, and when the person is just cracking a normal joke, someone begins to laugh and suddenly आपने देखा होगा सारा room join कर रहा है including you. So this is also social proof. Or let's say a common example would be marriages, like where you sometimes hesitate to take the next serving of food because no one else is taking it, या फिर सारे ले रहे होते तो then you also kind of go with it, right? You feel, या मतलब ऐसे थोड़ा अजीब सा लगता है when you kind of sit alone. So in other words, if we all have to sum it up, it's like the more the people who follow a certain idea, the more true or the more better that idea feels to us. So I would like to give you a very common example. It's from Nazi Germany. So one of the most impressive, like And also troubling case is of this famous person who was, I think, second in command or third in command to Hitler. His name was Joseph Goebbels. So he delivered a speech to a large audience, which we'll see right now. Here I'll just show you the video.
Judentum stellt eine infektiöse Erscheinung dar, die ansteckend wirkt. Deutschland jedenfalls hat nicht die Absicht, sich dieser jüdischen Bedrohung zu beugen, sondern vielmehr die, ihr rechtzeitig, wenn nötig, unter vollkommener und radikalster Ausschaltung des Judentums entgegenzutreten. Gegenstände behaupten, das deutsche Volk wehrt sich gegen die totalen Kriegsmaßnahmen der Regierung. Es will nicht den totalen Krieg nach den Engländer, sondern die Kapitulation. Wollt ihr den totalen Krieg?
आप देख रहे हैं the person चीख चीख के he's saying okay do you want total war, do you, this is something that you need, and सारे लोग ऐसे खड़े हो रहे हैं like you know, and this is like quite bizarre in that sense, like you know, genuinely a lot of people are wanting mass extermination of other humans. So this is also social proof. I'm sure like अगर उन इंसानों से एक एक करके जाके पूछी जाती है चीजें, तो उनमें से कोई भी मतलब ऐसे ना बोलता कि हाँ हाँ इन्हें मार दो. So now the question comes is like how does it impact us in our real life? So there's just one example, like you know, the advertising industry benefits greatly from our weaknesses and insecurities, because वो क्या करते हैं कि they kind of like you know just make you want to confirm to certain things, so that like you know you can kind of just buy those products and feel like you know, am I missing out or something if like the others are buying this product and I'm not buying this product. So it works out on a lot of situations. अगर मान लो आप कोई गाड़ी खरीदने जा रहे हैं या कोई क्लीनिंग का प्रोडक्ट ले रहे हैं, कोई बाल उगाने के प्रोडक्ट, पता नहीं क्या क्या प्रोडक्ट्स आजकल, बट that is what it is. So I would just like to kind of conclude this video with just like you know two simple things which I would want you to kind of start observing. So one is like you should start observing these tendencies within you, and like you know you always ask yourself this question, like does conforming here to this particular norm would mean anything to me in the long run personally, or is it just something that I'm just doing in for the moment to fit in? So if you always ask this question, automatically your logical brain would be activated and you'll feel like is this thing going the right way in the long term, would this really mean anything to me? And like if you want to go deeper into it, you can also like you know just start asking this question in the first place, like you know, why am I confirming in the first place? Like introspect your reasons. Is it because of like a fear of missing out, or do I need social approval or acceptance from these people, or those kind of things? So when you kind of like you know start doing this activity again and again, you will understand that like you know you'll get more self-awareness about yourself, and you'll start understanding your patterns ki matlab kin patterns be you kind of fit in. So I would just like to conclude this video by this famous quote of W. Somerset Maugham, which says that like you know if 50 million people say something foolish, it is still foolish. So let me know what you feel about this, and this is Debashish Pindra from Debukidastak signing off. Cheers.